such a breeze. He may move slow, he can't jump high, but this cause whatever guy. Come on, Cranky, take it to the fridge. Walnuts, peanuts, pineapple smells, grapes, melons, oranges, and coconut shells. Oh yeah, walnuts, peanuts, pineapple smells, grapes, melons, oranges, and coconut shells. Here we go. For the family here. Performance for you. If you know the words, you can join in too. Put your hands together if you wanna clap. As we take you through this monkey rap.
I didn't have my alerts up.
You know him well.
Surprise, Irving.
Finally,
How is everybody? I hope everybody's well. I love all of you. Please send love to everyone I shouted it out. They're all amazing and live. %. Not bad. Go to the desert. No. 2 goes to the desert. I got an arcade game to finish. You're all done. I just need the damn 64 coin. Ugh. I almost had it too. I was on the last level and I was freaking working on it. Fucking fireballs. I don't know why they just did not want to do what they were doing prior and move away, but they kept wanting to like stay in the same spot versus like climbing ladders or going a different direction. But no, they had to stay right where I was. Really fucking annoying. I don't remember where that is. I never remember where that. I just get lucky each time I find the room with the arcade, to be honest. I don't recognize this layout. I do, but I don't know which ways or what. Because I don't really pay attention because everything looks the same, but also that's to really prove that I don't really look at the levels. Or, I mean, actually pay attention to the levels. But I also am not looking at Donkey Kong either, which is why I complain all the time, like, why people complain about how graphics are and things. If you're a fan of old games, graphics shouldn't matter too much. Considering that and, like, people bitching about, like, characters' boobs or whatever, and then they sit there and mod in fake to not even look at the character at all and just play the game normally. Like, seriously. That's just me. There we are. Yeah. See, I kind of just got lucky. Like I said, I did not remember where that was at all. I basically don't really pay attention to anything. I kind of just, that's why I get so lost, too. I've always been like landmarks, but I don't even really pay attention to that in games. I just go where I'm going. And half the time, I don't even know. That's why I find something new, I don't remember how I got there. Especially if it's after like a fight, where it's long enough in between. Good lord, he just chucked that barrel sideways. Ozzie Williams, meteorologist from Family Guy, would be happy. Because he's throwing barrels sideways. Can we please? God. Fireballs, please, come on! This is what I mean. Fucking fireballs. Seriously. I don't know why I can just climb up to that and not the full ladder. The other ladder. I don't understand that. Why that's the only area. See what I mean? Fucking fire! Come on! And this also is what I mean. That fire just sits. Thank you. Can you go up that ladder, please? Damn it, I didn't mean to... I did not mean to climb that ladder. I know I can't make it like that, but I... I didn't want to waste one of my lives on this level. Fucking fire! Come on! God. Why? Fucking God. Damn it. That's why I need friends, so I don't bitch. That's why I need friends, so I don't bitch. Huh. Now I kind of feel like Dragon. And I'm only kidding. I'm really not serious. Like, I'm not the type of person who's gonna just shit talk, but he did get on my nerves a lot. But I'm only fucking around, clearly. I'm actually. don't like being a dick. I don't have to be. I get enough of that with my own personality. I am hard to deal with. I will admit that. I've always admitted that. I'm a good guy, but... I mean, there's always got to be caveats, right? I'm a nice guy, but there's got to be some downfalls. I'm a nice guy, but I am hard to deal with. Not everyone's a night out... Like, usually the good-looking people are the assholes. The nice guys are the ugly ones. Not always, but it's just like everyone's got their own stereotypes. I'm a nerd. I actually happen to be a decent-looking person. I'm not, like, fugly as fuck. I mean, not that if I was fugly, would I check myself out enough to really care? But, like... Women have hit on me enough to where I feel at least decent enough, but it's just like I'm also a good enough guy, but I also have bad hygienic habits and stuff. Everyone has their caveats. I'm not like a person who never showers, but I am also a person who doesn't shower as much as some. Like every other day or every couple days sometimes. It's there, but it's better than what I used to. I rarely did it as a kid. But I'm also very anxiety ridden, whatever, and I have my own issues where I don't want help with certain things or whatever. Everyone's got their caveats. Unfortunately, I'm hard to deal with, and I tell that to my girlfriend all the fucking time. That's why people at work don't want to work with me. Like, I get the shut up, you're too quiet, too loud, or like this is like, you know, when I talk about myself a certain way, people like shit on me or whatever. It's like, well, sorry. I love you. I'm a little bit better, Moose. I actually managed to scrape up whatever in my weed mood pouches that they give. I was able to like rip them open and find whatever in there. I mean, I'm a little buzzed, but it's better than not having any, so it's definitely relaxed me. Fun fact, cigarettes don't anymore, but they do help with other stress or long, prolonged periods of not having one. They don't, however, help with depression. Weed just helps me get my mind off because it gives me that body high and it just makes me feel good. And then when I have, like, it's still there, but, like, when I have friends, I kind of, like, just talk, and before you know, we're just idiots. By myself, I'm trying my damnedest. I really am just kind of talking out my literal ass. Coming up with the conversation, motherfucker! Why am I jumping so early? Oh, yeah. Frame perfect jumps, that's why. Oh. A wild Vaporeon. In before some bad guy wants to capture it and use it for nefarious means because it is the most compatible Pokemon with humans. Don't ask how I know this. Don't ask why that's... Ah! Don't ask why that was a thing. That was some bull. Like, I could have jumped off, but I most likely would have died either by crush or the height of it. I don't know if that fall would have killed me, but damn, that was BS. I also gotta pay attention to more, because I didn't even notice that fireball until I started doing that. Ah. That was a weak burp. Ugh. Better Donkey Kong myself. I love how I still have to use the old ways of, like, your parents making you burp to make myself burp if I can't burp enough by hitting my chest instead of my back. I don't know if anyone else does that, but sometimes I do, and when I have enough gas and it doesn't all come out of my mouth, I have to do that to pound it out my chest. That's kind of funny how it's... Life stays the same. The more life changes, the more it stays the same. Ah! Nothing like dying to a barrel to the face. Or dying by a barrel to the face. There you go. All the revenge donkeys getting on Mario. I'm gonna... And what did the 64 do to you, you dumb danky bastard? What did the 64 symbol do to you? Besides putting you in this game. Specifically. That was not Nintendo, though. That was Rare. Nintendo hired them to make these games. But still, like... Rare is the one that made this. Nintendo didn't. We all know where Rare went. The Xbox. Microsoft. Rest in peace. Games like Banjo-Kazooie. Oh my god, how did I live? Hello? Go up the ladder. Go up the ladder. Woo! Give me my 64, bitch. Give it. Give me my... Look, without that, I'm just playing a Nintendo, okay? Well, a Nintendo game. On the Wii U. Give me my... Not my numbers. My bits, damn you! I need my bits! That's why I look like this. You stole all my bits. And my expansion pack that doesn't... Oh my god, I got literally lit a fire under my ass. Thanks, ladder. Donkey's lighting a fire under my ass. Hold on, let me bitch smack this pole real quick. That's how I fap every night. I just like to bitch smack it a little bit. Like Goku versus Frieza. I mean, Frieza is compared to a dildo, isn't it? What the fuck am I even talking about? This is what happens when I'm stoned and alone. Trying to be funny. It just... Donkey even knows how high I can get. Yeah, I barely had enough for one small topping, like some shake. And it wasn't shake, though. It was actual, like, the rest of the plant. What shake really is, it's just ground up weed that you break down. That's all the crystals and all that. Pure THC or whatever. I didn't even have that. This was... Oh, fuck. This was just little bits of it. And I'm almost as high as that. That's how lightweight of a smoker I am, despite having been smoking for over 15 years. Half my life. Literally. I love how I got to that last round on the second round of this, because the first one was for a banana, where you knocked down Donkey, and I lost because I fell because I had a hammer, I think. Or no, I didn't. No, I didn't have a hammer. I fell because one of the platforms was right next to Donkey Kong, and I didn't want to go too far over because I hit him, and I fell. Because you can walk over those ledges, but they're a pain because they drop. It's like little switches, I guess. Irving.
Hello.
Hello.
I mean, I have service on the phone, but I have not cut off the Wi-Fi yet.
Oh, that's why you didn't text me.
Remember I told you yesterday that the phone bill was due yesterday, but we won't be able to pay it to either Thursday or Friday.
That's fine. My memory is garbage, and I'm gonna not think about that in the moment when I text people.
No, it's all good.
Yeah. It's more of like, hey, I'm live, and instinct, let's text Irving. Oh, and then, yeah, I probably would have been like, oh, wait, yeah, but I didn't. I just put my phone down and never made sure you texted me or not.
I was laying down on my bed. I'm like, I should check to see if you're on. And then since I have you on my friend's Facebook page, I looked you up, like, oh, or he posted, let me get on here.
That's okay, because I had a dumb blonde moment. The moment after I posted everything on social media, texted you, and updated my stream to whatever I forgot to start. So for 5-10 minutes, I was sitting there like, why is nobody coming in? Where's Irving? Oh, I'm not live. That explains it. Here I am for the last 15 minutes talking to myself, because I actually scrounged a little bit of weed out of my mood baggies.
Oh, that's good.
It's not a lot, but it was enough to get me a body high, and you could definitely tell I'm in a cheer mood. Today was okay. Yesterday I was like stressed just being at work, but today was okay. A little bit better. My brother hasn't been home, so I don't know what's going on. I'm assuming he's with Mom.
Which one?
Denny. I'm assuming he's with Mom. I haven't seen him yet. I haven't seen Greg yet. I don't know if he's out here yet. I don't think so, but he's going to be coming out. I just forgot what, but...
Yeah.
I don't know. My neighbors were talking about, like, my brothers are apparently talking to my neighbors, so apparently my mom's going to they were talking about her being home, so I don't know if she'll be coming home or if she's going to stay in therapy for a while. But like either way, I will update everybody on that. So right now, it's just
Yeah.
me. It's just been quiet. I've been kind of
At
bored.
least it went all good for her. That's the one thing I'm happy about.
Well, when I saw her, despite like outside of her being just like exhausted looking and tired, she's and it didn't sound good. Her voice was low, but like other than that, she was fine. She was able to make sentences. She just didn't speak well. You could
Yeah.
definitely tell she looked unwell, or at least she looked like she just had surgery. Yeah. Other than that, the surgery was good because my brother would have said something more.
Yeah.
And he's definitely more in contact with the rest of the family so much than me. I don't really need to know everything. I just need to know my mom's.
Yeah. Well, it kind of makes sense. He's more contact with everybody else because they can't be there.
Yeah. So I'm sure my brothers know more than I do on everything. He has talked to me though, and whether or not I some of the conversations I goes in one ear and out my one ear and out the other sometimes because of my memory is bad. But like yeah,
Yeah.
he's basically said that she's gonna need therapy. She's fine. Blah blah blah. But I haven't heard from him today. I don't know if his car also had like a flat, so he had to get that taken care of. I think he's got his car back because my mom's car's here, so I'm assuming he's there at the hospital. I don't know when my brother's coming out. I don't know if he's Ubering or if he's getting picked up. I don't know what's going on because I think Denny's going to go back after that and Greg's going to take over because Josh is already gone. And
So he's back here already.
Josh, yes. Josh had to go back because Denny took over, and Denny has more time off because Denny's like a doctor. I guess he has a lot more time off, or he can take off more. Josh can also take off a lot more than say me. Like
Yeah.
I guess he runs Trader Joe's or is a management. But because he definitely makes more money than I do. But it's just like it's weird. And then Greg, I don't know how much he can take off. But this is the first time I'm gonna see him here, so it's gonna be interesting.
I just find it also kind of funny how in tune Trader Joe's is around here. Cause fucking, I'm so surprised that Josh is still here. 'Cause when the house was sold, I thought he like left the area. To find out, he's just fucking right behind
Right,
it.
right behind the next block up. Yeah.
And then cause like cause I stopped seeing him, and like I think like the last time I saw him was when I was walking back from Tati's birthday party.
Yeah.
Cause that was like, but that was like late at night. I was like, I want to say I got to like, I want to say I left Tati's around maybe like 9:30. By the time I got back to where the YMCA is, where I saw him, he was like right there, right before you cross to the parking lot. He was on his side of the block. That was like
Hmm.
10 p.m. He was walking the dog with his girlfriend.
Yeah. Stop throwing blue
And then
barrels
you told me that
sideways.
he was there, and I'm holy shit! I just saw him the other night, but he's already there.
Yeah, he was already here. I don't know how he flew. That's why. But I don't know how he drives out here though. But no, he flew out here. That's why he got out here so fast.
Yeah. And I'm also surprised he's still at Trader Joe's. Cause freaking like Trader Joe's is so like evolved in this in Berwyn in general. Cause
Hmm.
freaking what is it the church on the corner where the community fridge is at on Sundays the food they get donated comes from Trader Joe's. Like all the fruit, vegetables, like little salads they get, they're all from Trader Joe's.
That's cool. Yeah. Well, I
But you
guess
know
he's.
there are times
I.
where like when I'm able to bring some home and the mom's complaining about like
Hmm.
whatever.
I assume he's management because he makes more money than me. He makes probably around 28 to 30. I only make 24. Fuck you. Go on.
No, because I was gonna say it's just like it's kind of ironic. Cause like once in a while, I'm able to bring home a box of food from the Trader Joe's. Also, my mom will be bitching. Cause like normally I'm only bring like what is it? Some apples, tomatoes, maybe some avocados. But then they spoil fast. It's not like so my mom's like, remember the stuff we get from there is just stuff that they have to get rid of for inventory. It's already out the door.
He. Dang, Donkey Kong stealing my stupid 64 bits. I want my bits back. I want my 64 logo and my bits. That's why I'm playing an arcade game, because he stole all the bits. I'm only kidding. That's all I've been doing is just fucking around like that. Just talk shit about the game.
And also freaking I was able to download the new games for this anniversary. I mean for this month. I gotta say this lineup for the monthly games for PlayStation, they're not that bad. Life of Pi, and then freaking
Didn't know they made a game on that. I have not seen the movie, but I know of it.
no, the Life of P, the Lies of P.
Oh, Liza P. Well, when you said the other one, that's a movie. Life of Pi is a movie. Lies of P. Yeah, no, I'm never touching. I own it, but I'm not touching. It's one of those games I bought. The height of whatever fucking Souls popularity that it came out of. I don't know why. I just don't like its aesthetic. It's very. I love Bloodborne's aesthetic, and I think it tries too hard to be that, but freaking steampunk. And like steampunk is fine, but I don't like Pinocchio.
Yeah. There's one thing that threw me off when it's like based off or the Pinocchio lore. I'm like, okay, that's a weird way to go about it.
Yeah, and it's interesting. And they're robots. Wooden robots, but they're robots. And it's steampunk. Ish. Not my thing.
Yeah.
Not my thing. Not a bad genre. It's just when it comes to Pinocchio, though, I'm not a fan of that lore at all. That movie's not my thing. Not that the game is anything like it. I'm sure it's not. Like lore-wise, I'm sure it's not. But like, I just don't like Pinocchio. I don't know. Also, I'm kind of done with just random games being a Souls-like. It's just like I want to play games that I enjoy, and if it's a Souls-like, fine. Like Stellar Blade, or fucking Gun Souls, or Code Vein. But it's just like, okay, I'm playing literally every Souls-like. I'm kind of done. If they make a better game that has a better aesthetic, sure. Pinocchio's just not my thing. Oh my god, I died to whatever the fuck these bowls of food are. Look like mashed potatoes. Why do we have mashed potatoes going into oil bins of fire? I don't know. I'm sure that's probably not what that is. Probably like some sort of oil or something. I don't know. It just looks like a bowl of food. But yet it just slides across the floor and gets burnt. I don't know what the purpose of it is besides being an obstruction. I think they could have just done better. The dude literally throws barrels at me. Why is there fucking plates of food? Also, this dude just angrily chucks barrels sideways. Ollie Williams from Family Guy would be very excited for that. Fellow meteorologist Ollie Williams with the weather focus. It's raining sideways! Ah! Throwing barrels at me sideways. Okay. Angry much?
No, Brett, don't you get the weed today, or is it gonna be later on this week?
Friday. Yay. Friday. For one. The others I haven't really fully shipped out yet, so I'm waiting for the update. So one of them is shown Friday. That may or may not be. It could be Friday, it could be Thursday. Most likely not. It's gonna be tomorrow. Then we have the others that have been shown to have shipped and is in North Carolina, I think. But it hasn't updated to the third level where it gives you the date.
Yeah.
So only one out of like 3 of the batches I bought, which I bought several totaling under 300, which 300 was what I was paying for one batch of weed. Let that sink in for a sec. Let that sink in for a sec. How much better I'm getting, better weed I'm getting, and more. Like the weed I had, while I didn't think I was gonna run out in the time that took me for the next batch, I had like 6-7 bags of those bags because I wasn't smoked. I had some weed that was like sleep weed. It doesn't affect me in that regard. I don't think any of the moody effects really does anything for me. Like even the horny weed, I naturally just am more horny on weed. But like, I had like 3 bags full of unopened weed, and I somehow blew through that. Now I'm waiting, and it was supposed to like come like or start shipping out by like tomorrow, I think the 6th. And I'm just like, nah, Nah. Why is? I guarantee you, if I had like a bag still, I would get all my shit tomorrow. I guarantee, or that, or the next day. It's just like every time I run out, I always hit send now, and it comes in like 3 days later when it would have normally probably come in 2 days. It's just like my timing always just sucks. I just wish I wasn't as so cranky out of the blue. Nothing. I could just have a random good time out of no and just wake up and just have a pissy ass mood, or I could just go to work and just be depressed, like just for no reason. That's just how it is for me lately. Like I just sometimes when I'm out, not home, not gaming or not talk or whatever, I'm just tired. I'm just like bored, and that depresses me. It's weird. I get depressed from boredom. So that's what it was today at work and yesterday, and it's just like I don't know why I totally sound like a drug addict, but it's just like weed does make me feel better, and I hate that. I hate that I admit that, but it does. And it's not. I'm not the only person who smokes weed for that reason. Obviously, it helps people. It just sounds like I am a drug user to the degree that I need it to live, which is false.
Well, I mean, that's the reason why it used to be called a gateway drug back in
It
day. A lot of
is. Well,
people
it's. I think it still
chase other
is,
stuff
but
to get the
yeah,
feeling.
it still is. It's just have a very very weird tolerance that I don't think is as good as some others because I still get. It takes me a little bit more, but I get about just as high off any type of weed, really, if unless it's regular.
Yeah.
If it's it could be low grade weed, low grade Kush, low grade whatever the fuck high tier shit they give, and it could be like lower strains. And then I could smoke like a really high strain, still get the same effect. I won't know if I'm any higher than I am now because there's a cap I feel to me where I'm just high already. Like I don't I may get higher, but it doesn't feel like I'm any higher, if that makes sense. I could smoke out of a bong, 3 or 4 hits out of a bong, get baked out of my mind, then start puffing on a bowl all day throughout stream. The most I'm gonna get is dizzy. Like I don't feel any legit higher, but I might be, if that makes sense. Because I'm
Yeah.
puffing regularly throughout the day, all day. And these are like good hits too. Like I'm sitting there, and there's times where I'm just like, whenever you see me go, that's me being dizzy. And then there's times where I'm just like, oh fuck. But that's it. And it's a lot of it's tobacco, the dizziness. Like the weed doesn't really do that. It's mainly the mix. It's basically me smoking smoking a spliff in a bowl. Spliff is tobacco weed mix. So I'm smoking that basically every day. I mean, but yeah, I don't know. My tolerance is weird. Like I could drink 3 beers and be fucked up, or I could drink a few shots of alcohol and be drunk out of my mind. But I can smoke like a ton of weed and not feel like I'm any higher than I would be if I'm at my cap. I don't know if there's a cap for people or not. Like if I were to drink, I don't feel like there's too much of a cap. I'll just black out long before I reach it or die. So, yeah, it still to me is a gateway drug. It's just I feel like people need more or less of certain things in their life. Personally, I don't think I think if I didn't have you, I didn't have Tiffany, I didn't have Tom, I didn't have mom and dad, I didn't have mom and dad at one point, and I didn't have my family, I probably would be on harsher things. I probably would have stayed on some of the harder things that I was doing. Just because I'd be alone. And like we never got to the point where it's like, oh fuck, I can't get high anymore. I don't know how much people need to smoke for that, but it still leads to other things because people need a higher fix. Like even cigarettes eventually stop working for you. Like it doesn't. Cigarettes don't always give me a happy mood sometimes, and sometimes I smoke it more just because I need after a long day of work. It doesn't like, oh my god, I'm pissed off. I need a cigarette. That doesn't always help me. Weed will
Kind
immediately
of
calm me
reminds
down.
me how like what is it before the last job? Before I started getting back to smoking again, I was good for a couple years not smoking. And
Yeah.
anytime I have a cigarette, I'll be like the few times I'll see Nash at Proscott during like, the Pokemon Community Day. He offered me a cigarette, I'll smoke one with him. And usually he doesn't smoke Newports. I forget what he smokes, so they're not that strong. But I remember like what is it when I got my first pack of Newports I bought from the cigarette sex shop. After God knows how many years not having one, like Newport 100s, one smoke, and I got the little like buzzy, dizzy feeling you get in the head.
Yes, I still here and there get that from actual cigarettes.
But then I I noticed, like after a while, that feeling goes away.
Yeah. Oh my god, Fireball, come on! You need to move away! Thank you! Like, how am I supposed to win like this? Like, dude! You stuck by the fucking ladder! Like, how can I win with you constantly at the ladder? Go away! Like, I don't get why his AI changed. They used to go up another ladder, giving me the opportunity to get through, but now he's just staying by it. I almost ran out of complete time because of him, and I died because of him. Damn it, see, at him! What the... How? Like, come on, I'm constantly getting to this level, but now I'm dying before I can even beat it because the fucking fireballs! They used to actually just go up and down these ladders, making it easy for me. Now they're literally going back and forth, back and forth, back and forth, back and forth. They're staying where I'm at. Like, I literally, by the time I jump, the timing for me when shit moves is hard. I can't sit there and, oh, at this point I have to do that. Like, I can't do that. The spring is bad enough. I have to stand at the edge of the platform at the very top, wait for the spring to bounce over me, move enough to where this yellow block is so the spring bounces over that, then run again to the right, because I have to run past the ladder. I can't just go to the ladder, climb it, because the fucking spring will hit me. So I have to stand in one spot, wait for it to bounce over me, time it right so when I run, it bounces over me, and I land at a spot I want, so the spring continuously bounces over me, then I run back to the ladder. That is how I beat it. At least that's how I figured it out. I'm bad, literally under shit that bounces over you. One of the biggest enemies I hate in Mega Man, classic. Because I'm just bad at that timing. So when I have fireballs literally bouncing and a spring bouncing at 3 different locations, because it'll bounce a couple locations, one spring, it'll move a bit. And it's very fucking annoying. Hello, I did not hear that, Ray. I am sorry that you just heard all that bitching. Hi, Bradley. It's going well. We're trying to get my 64 bits back. This asshole took my fucking 64 coin, and I lost all my bits. That's why the game looks like... No, I'm only kidding. I've been fucking around saying shit like that. Sad boy G. Thank you for the raid, everybody. I may have had my sound down, which is why I didn't hear any of that. It's hard to hear game and my friend and other things. I hope you kicked some more ass.
What's with you
Final
and
Fantasy
everything?
Rebirth,
Dark
nice.
Knight?
I hope
Big
Death
Blade.
Stranding treated you well, Burley.
Thing hit me. Oh,
Your-
I'm falling through the map again. Here we go.
Nice hat, sad boy. Nice hat.
The bikini bottom.
I have something for you.
So, oh, where are we now?
As long as it doesn't involve my death.
Come, you keep exploding. So we're having some slight.
You're not the only one. Who's a Pokemon master? You're not the only Pokemon master. I sent in 1,000 tickets to win this hat. Sorry, I had to make that reference. Because Ash almost lost his hat to a Mankey episode. I sent some tickets to win that hat. And then they catch a rice ball. It went good. I made progress. I made progress yesterday. I beat this. I beat it once. Yay. I actually almost beat it first try the second time. I got to the final area and then Donkey just... I fell and died. Now I'm just getting trolled by fireballs. At least I've progressed a little bit. A couple of the levels are actually completed minus this. Once this is done, this level's done. Technically, the level's done outside of this last coin. The collectibles for the first couple of areas are done, final. And yes, I missed the most obvious shit! Like I thought. Like, one of those boxes I was talking about a few streams ago was like, some of these boxes, they look out of place as like, they have, like, the danger or toys or something written on them. Yeah, one of them was fucking Chunky Kong's box. I had to destroy it. Yeah, of course, I had to look that up. I'm like, I had a feeling it was all gonna be in my face. And the first banana from the fucking jungle, I think it was, I was missing for Chunky? It was literally the blueprint banana. I thought the blueprints were a separate banana, and that pissed me off. I feel so dumb. Yeah, I know. I know I need to get this coin. I've done this as a kid. This part, at least, I remember this. I know. I also looked up that what I need, how many times I need to beat this, or if I needed to beat this, which I knew it was for a banana. Then that told me I needed this coin. But yeah, I remember my friend doing it, or my brother's friend doing it. I just don't remember beating the game because I never did. So I don't remember everything too much past this, but I do remember I had to beat this for the banana. But yes, no, I do know. I do know I need that coin. That's why I'm doing it. Sadly, I just wish I could beat this without looking anything up. But no, because I'm slow and oblivious, I was never gonna figure out those locations. I can't even remember areas to begin with. Specifically where this arcade is located. Every time I find it, it's luck. I literally don't remember where it is. I just somehow find it. Because I can't memorize level layouts. And they're not even big levels. Even the first level. I legit have a hard time remembering the layout of the level. I always go back and forth because I don't pay attention to what the areas look like because I can't. Like, this is how I am driving. Imagine this in real life. Yes, this is how I am driving. That's why I get lost. I have a bad sense. I'm literally Zorro in real life. Anyone who knows One Piece enough knows Zorro has very bad sense of direction. I don't watch One Piece, but I've seen enough of it to know that Zoro's sense of direction is awful. And it's a meme online. But, yeah, I'm literally him in real life. My sense of direction is god awful. Like, once I stop working at Mercer's, and it's still, if I were to live in PA for another 10 years, after I stop working there, I would forget where it is. Just like how I forgot where Chick-fil-A is. I have to look that up now. A lot of my hometown, I did not remember. I used to get lost I got lost when I was in high school walking home. The first, like, few times that I walked home. I remember the very first day when Fire Red and Leaf Green released. I came home late because I got lost from my high school. Don't know how. There was also a time when I was, like, probably, like, 12 or something, riding my bike, and I got lost in fucking one town over. And I got so fucking, my anxiety got so bad, I forgot my phone number. I literally got, the guys who saw me were nice enough and called the police. Were able to get me home. But I legit did not know my number because I was so freaking stressed out. One of those things. Fireball, fireball, can we move? Can we fucking move? Just go up that ladder. Why? I can't make it. Dude, I can't time it. I don't know how to time it. I'm not paying attention to that spring. I can't. It jumps in like 2 or 3 different spots, but I can't remember which spots it's jumping in. There's there, and then it goes, okay, see, I can't. I don't know how many times it moves. It all just looks the fucking same to me. Stupid fireball, move! Like, that's why I can't pay attention to where that spring moves to, because it just all looks the same to me. But also at the same time, like, back, forth, like, where it actually hits, I can't tell. I just can't. It's weird to me. I consider it a depth perception, just because I lack of better wording because of my lack of intelligence. And yes, I'm legitimately trying to figure out ways to tell you guys, because I don't know how to say it, because I do not know how to talk. So I just call everything depth perception. Not that it matters, it's all the same to me. Annoying, because this fire used to go right up that ladder. See? I thought I was gonna make that, but apparently not. Thank you for the shout out. Sorry for the late reply. Nah, you're good. Half the time I'm focusing on things too when I read late. I also have a very bad attention span, so I look all over the place. That's why there's times where I look away from the screen. I'll just look left or right, because I just do. Or I look down. Half the time I'm looking down. I rarely look people in the face. It's hard to look my own girlfriend sometimes in the eyes, just because or my parents, just because I'm that shy. So yeah, my attention span's all over. That's why I will never memorize certain things. That's why I get so confused, so lost. I could play the same fucking level 100 times and still barely remember it. I don't know why I'm like that.
It
Let's
kind of
make
reminds me like when I haven't touched Borderlands 2 in a while, I went back into it. I, my mind, I'm like, I forgot where everything was, but if I'm just by fucking muscle memory, I'm like, oh, okay, okay. Oh, okay, that's where that was.
I mean, I have to play a game after that. At this point, I played Kingdom Hearts and stuff so much. I used to be able to get everything. When I did it with Tiffany, because I stated that I was so good at first one, I literally forgot where most things were. Of course I did. But also, it's been that long since I last fully 100%ed it that I've forgotten where a lot of Kingdom Hearts collectibles were. That doesn't mean I want people telling me that either. But like, even if I walk around and play that game again and like, where is this? Where's that? I'm just being an idiot. I shouldn't be that. Like with Pokemon, I do that in Pokemon all the time. Even in Red and Blue, I'll be like, oh, where am I going? Oh, wait, what am I doing? It's Red and Blue. The only Pokemon games I get confused in is Gen 3 onward in terms of layout. Because I have not played those games enough. I played Gen 1, Gen 2, like, the most out of any Pokemon game. That includes its remakes. Thankful there is the internet. Yeah, unfortunately, it stresses me out when I have to cheat. And yes, that's cheating to me. I like to feel like I'm earning it. A lot of what I am is me just wanting acceptance, and I feel like I'm not good enough ever. So that's why I don't want to use any of that, because I want to feel better about myself. But the
Oh
game,
my god,
everything
Ricky,
always,
just
everything.
imagine like down the road, we become parents, and we'll be like, whatever our
Okay.
kids like that, do you accept me? You're still bronze and ring. I do not accept you.
Yeah. But yeah, no. That's why I'm so reluctant with help. Like, I don't need to change. I just need to be accepted. Not that I'm not by some people, it's just I feel I'm not because things I like my bisexuality. There's a lot of people that fuck, I've been called a fag by a friend who's now not with us. The only reason I didn't end the friendship is because, well, I was the heavily bullied kid. I would have had little to no friends if I threw the close friends that I grew up with before Irving out my life. Because, well, fun fact, not so fun, two of the said friends who are brothers are dead now. A good portion of my friends are gone. And it's just like, I would almost have no one. I mean, sometimes it's better maybe to have no one if you have people who use you, because I've had a lot of fake friends, and they have stole from me. I had a dude literally message me for a PSP charger to the PSP he stole. Mike Malone. Irving. If you,
Fucking Mike.
he took my fat PSP, right? One of my originals. And he asked me for the charger. I'm like, really? I didn't say anything. I'm just like, nah, I don't got it. I knew it was him after that. I was like, really? And then there's Liz, Amato, my ex. Yes, my ex! A girl I dated. I didn't even like her like that. It kind of just happened. We bonded on Inuyasha. Kind of like how me and Tiffany did, and before you know it, we kind of hooked up. We didn't even do anything. Kiss, otherwise. I pissed off a guy, though. I was friends with a guy who now hates me, probably. Well, he did at the time. Until I bitched in his face. The moment he started pissing at me because I dated a girl he liked when I didn't even do anything with her because he was jealous, I literally bitched at him back and he has not said a word to me since. It's just like, you want to go? I will keep quiet. But if you want to go, I'll go. That dude hasn't snapped at me since. Like, you don't, like, quiet people, yes, I am not the strongest physically, but the quiet people are always scary for a reason. When they break. That's why that's like a stereotype. Don't piss off the quiet kids. They are usually the ones that will stab you! Not saying I will, but I've had mental issues and I've threatened a teacher once. So, I mean, I have my issues. Everyone does. But no one expected that out of me. I've had therapy for that. No one expected me to say shit like that. Oh, no. That's because I'm tired of people fucking with me. And I was only in fucking middle school. I was never beaten up like bullied like in school, like shoved in locker. I was actually once shoved in a locker. I was never that horrendously bullied. But I was bullied by friends and picked on by a neighbor who was the guy who gave me my scar. So it's almost worse. And then I had a guy who Irving almost broke my mirror with, who spread AIDS rumors about me and almost got me jumped with my best friend Tom, who used to pick on me heavily. He also got punched in the mouth by my other friend Anthony. So he's got a lot of history with among me and my friends. And now the guy's fat and married somehow. Specifically fat. That's the funnier part.
Yeah, and extremely ugly ass gray hair.
Yes! Yeah! How he also looks like he's 50 now. When he's younger than me. Not that by much, but he is. Most of the people I know are. And it's just like, what? Your wife is pretty, and here you are. Ugly as shit. How'd you get her? I mean, she's not the best, but she's pretty. It's just like, how'd you fucking... He got bolt with both of them. I don't know how. Anne and Rachel Dyer, like, damn, man, they're not bad looking. And they're our age, unlike the Christina girl, who is a middle schooler. And a Tom ex. Fuck you! Alright, last level. Okay.
Got this.
That's a lot of fiery ducks. Can we not be fiery? Douche duck. Go up the ladder, please. Oh, come on! Because you wouldn't fucking go up the ladder, Mario Kong, donkey, plumber man. Fuck my ass in five areas. Now it's 5, no longer 3. Yeah, y'all come back. Come here now. It's gonna be fucking waka 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 waka. Yeah, I'm fucking Pac-Man now. Climb up the ladder! No! Why? Game, I can't factor in where positioning is and where y'all are going. Y'all are fucking cornering me. Jump. I was jumping. Like, I'm sorry if you guys are trying to get me to jump to a specific spots, but this is how I play. Like, I don't like to go, I like to work one side up or whatever, and unfortunately that's what's fucking me over. But at the same time, they're legit cornering me. I can't predict that at all. Their patterns are weird. And even if I could predict it, I legit can't predict it, if that makes sense. Because it's all sporadic movement to me. It's not, and also I don't have enough time in the world. I need legit, like, several hours. And if that, somehow I need to have, I don't know how I can practice that. I would need to, like, watch endless videos of it or something. of the movement. And even then, I don't think I can process all of that. Only one at a time. So... Pixels, please. I legit was at the ladder. Like, seriously, why do I have to be one little bit off? And also, the timing of my jump. Really? I don't know how I'm gonna do this. Like, that last level is ridiculous. I don't want to go on to the right side because that's where all the fireballs are. I want to get to the left side because that's the side I start on. Why can't I just do that? Why? And I'm not gonna go near Donkey Kong because I don't know if I can touch him. I don't want to be up there. That's where he is. I don't know if I can touch him. Like, so I get very iffy around that area. Like, come on. But they really make these fireballs annoying. None of them wanted to come after me after I got the hammer. Yes. Like, somehow I'm doing better on this when the other one was easier? Somehow this is harder? There's differences, sure, but I don't see how it's harder. Like, I was doing straight ass before. Like, several hours of me dying to this level. This first level. And the third level. It took me probably a few hours to figure out the spring's bouncing trajectory. And it was only 2 positions. The front position and that little golden box right before the ladder, so I have to run past that. If I could figure out a better way of doing it without having to run past the ladder at all, I would. Every other time I got on the ladder, the spring hits me. So I don't get why this level allows me to come up to here, when the other levels don't. I don't get the logic behind that level. Why does the second level not require me to climb all the way directly to the girl or the 64 logo? Like, I don't get it. Why does this game have to have height damage? I get it's an old game, but why? It doesn't... Oh my god, I forget that sometimes you gotta climb one step up off the ladder. Ugh. Come on, Fireball! See, he used to, like, stay more on the ladder or up above, but now he's legit not letting me move. I can't fucking do this. If he won't stop coming down that ladder, I can't make it. All because of that fireball. I had to rush it. All because of that fireball. 3,000 seconds is not a lot. Hello! Get the umbrella. Umberlia. Umberlia? That's your Pokemon now. You're a Pokemon Umberlia. Your name is Umberlia. What's created you? You're Shadow type. Further from again. Why is it bouncing in the same spots? That's what annoys me. Fireball, please! Ah! I could have made it, but I didn't know what that fireball was going to do. That's my logo, bitch. Bye.
You got it?
Mm-hmm. Goodbye! Give me my damn logo, you son of a bitch. I'll make love to my 64 later. Fuck. My high score of fuck. Ugh. Okay. As the game likes to say. Okay. I feel much better. Let's fucking next. Luckily for me, I have all of that done. The banana fairies, the crown, all thingies, banana fairies, crown, bananas, blah blah blah. And then the aisle. Yeah, you're missing a couple bananas in Aztec Factory. Aztec Factory. I'm combining level names. Angry Aztec, not Aztec. Chunky. I don't know where I'm gonna find those last 10 stack. I would have to look it up, but that would be me searching literally every fucking area where a banana is. And the last banana I found in the first area was literally in a tree. So I felt stupid. So I guarantee you, Angry Aztec, I'm glad I'm done with fucking this damn... This level sucks. I'm not a fan. The only thing I liked from this level was the boss. And, well, he was the fucking jack-in-the-box. He pissed me off at first because I'm bad at platforming off just straight fucking platforms. Like, they're not even, like, steps or anything. They're just... I bounce from one square platform to another until I fucking hit a switch that electrocutes the guy. That's not a hard concept. It's just... When he gets faster and my timing, or I don't jump, or don't jump far enough, or because my finger's slipping off the joystick, for whatever excuse I make up, it gets me killed. Yeah, there's ample times where I'll literally feel on the joystick that it's not moving at its fullest, and my character's going slower, so when I jump, I either miss or don't jump at all. I could kind of get the feeling that it's gonna happen sometimes. Just based on my positioning of my fingers or whatever. Like, sometimes when I try to move at max speed, the character's just like, no, I'm gonna do this. Just eats my movement. Or frame rate. I battled the frame rate a lot. God, this game chugs. A lot. To be fair, 64 had the games were definitely more heavier than the console can handle. Especially the ones with the expansion pack stuff. And that's this game. One of them is this game. The 64 definitely could not handle a lot of this game. And it's no surprise. There's a lot of Pokemon Stadium it couldn't handle either. All that rendering that's going on in Stadium alone. With all the moves, the literal battle animations, the announcer talking, all the whatever else. Could you imagine if they added a legit crowd?
Oh god.
Stadium, there's massive slowdown, especially during attacks like Thunder and all that, when it actually hits. It's just like a 5-minute Thunder attack. It's like Dragon Ball, Frieza's blowing up Namek in Pokemon. What's wrong, trainer? You haven't made a move. Jumpman. Alright, Mario's original name was Jumpman, wasn't it? That's what you were referencing, not telling me to jump. You were literally calling him Jumpman because I called him Danky Mario whatever plumber guy thing that I even said. Yeah, my brain is intelligent. Oh, yeah. Oh, that Danky ass, though. Man, they really, modeled that ass. I never noticed that donkey's got an ass. Look at that. That sweet, sweet cheeks, man. Hmm. No wonder people are out here fantasizing about anthropomorphic animals. Oh,
The one thing that kind of sucks too is for people they want to play this back in the day on their N64, and they didn't have the expansion.
the expansion, yep. They were screwed. They were screwed. So they also made a bundle that didn't have it, just for people who already had it. It makes sense because modern games do that. Here's this collector's edition, but here's like the non-edition, the games itself. Like for instance, the Final Fantasy bundle, you can get the character, or you can just get the game. It's like that, but with the expansion pack. Like I remember I got it with this or Stadium, I forget which, but I still have it in my 64. But you couldn't really do much with this game at all if you couldn't play it. And I don't know about Stadium, but that had it too.
I can't say about mine because, like I think I mentioned before, mine I got it off my my aunt's husband, who was a Jap. Because I remember he gave it to my uncle. Because like back then, on my mom's side of the family, my grandma, who used to live in Lincoln Park, she lived with two of my uncles, one of my aunts. And when she got married, I guess for good fate, he gave my uncle the N64. And I remember back then we went to go visit. He's like, you know what, fuck it, you might as well take it. You probably had get more use out of it than me, because he was more of a PC gamer.
Yeah.
And it already came with the extension pack. Then again, I don't think that many games required of it. I think apart from what, Donkey Kong and maybe Stadium. I can't remember if it was 2 or 1 that needed it, or was it both?
Probably, I would assume it's both. I remember getting it with Stadium. I'm not sure. Did Mario 64 need it? Did Banjo-Kazooie need it?
I can't remember about Mario because like Mario looks so shitty compared to.
Compared to this? Yes. Compared to Donkey Kong. Well, Donkey Kong 64 also has all this voice acting-ish going on, noises going on, all these collectibles going on. It's got mini games. Mario just doesn't really have that much going on. A lot of it's text. I'll be right back.
Yeah. Hey, Mercer.
What's up?
Not much, you?
Same. Hey, Irving, question.
What's up?
I was thinking, if it's okay with my woman since she pays for them, when we pay Netflix and Peacock, would you like to borrow them so you can watch wrestling?
If that's okay with your lady friend, that'll be awesome.
Yeah. If it's okay with, she said yes, you can borrow it once we pay it. So we'll be able to like both people update instead of me updating you.
Yeah.
Those are like the only two I prioritize when I'm paying because the two I use regularly.
Kind of sucks. I don't have Fandango home anymore. Probably giving you that.
That's fine. We also have a 30 day free subscription to Amazon Prime Video
Nice.
as well.
I highly recommend you guys look what I've been doing lately for some streaming stuff. Tubi. Don't know if you have it as well.
I use that too because there's also a wrestling thing on there too. It's there's a WWE program on Tubi as well.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, let me find it real quick.
I just been watching their cheating ass horror movies on Tubi, and rewatching Yu-Gi-Oh.
Yeah, WWE Evolve, Biography Legends, NXT, No Holds Barred, Dark Side of the Ring.
Well, I know Dark Side of the Ring was on there. I seen it pop out for me once.
That's how I learned that Jake the Snake Roberts' father was a piece of shit.
Once I finally get sent to you on TikTok, there was a fucking TikTok with CM Punk talking with someone like young girls, and he's like, am I a girls? And he was asking Naomi, is that a good thing or a bad thing? Like, no, it's a good thing.
TKO is also on there.
Is there?
Yeah. Oh, it's a show. No, it's a movie, not the program that owns.
I don't know if you know. I don't know if you are aware of this, but fucking on Tubi, they have the Osbournes.
Yeah, I know. I've been watching it. I'm on the episode where Ozzy's cross-dressing.
You know what's a good way to kill yourself? Every time you hear Ozzy yell out Sharon, take a shot.
Drink, take a shot. Yeah. Which is awesome. I was watching the episode before that, and fucking Ozzy fell over in his chair in his dressing room, like Ozzy down. We also have a shit ton of Jeff Dunham. They all have Tenacious D and the Pick of Destiny on Tubi.
I know later on I gotta watch. I don't know if you ever seen or heard of it, the Jackie Chan animated cartoon from the 90s.
Yeah.
I eventually want to rewatch that on Tubi. They have it. That was such a good cartoon.
Yeah. Of the pianist on there, that's a good World War II movie.
I know also through, I haven't finished watching it fully through, but I started watching Z Nation on Tubi.
I watched that on Hulu. They also have a documentary on Green Day, 20 Years of American Idiot.
Oh, nice. Cause freaking like, I remember watching Z Nation for the first time on Netflix, back when I still had it, but then they got rid of Z Nation on there.
Z Nation is awesome. I love Z Nation.
Yeah, it's like the, what is it, like, we have The Walking Dead at home, but it's still fun to watch.
Walking Dead. Also have both Aquaman movies on there.
Oh, nice. I have not seen the second one. I only seen the first one. freaking right now I'm playing through the what is it today? The new season of Apex dropped. So I'm playing the new season, but it feels kind of odd because freaking, as I told Brett yesterday, we're gonna be late on my phone bill because it was due yesterday. And sure enough, at midnight they already called off like what is it, my service. But my phone bill is it's a combo. It's for the cell phone service and the Wi-Fi. So it's like 155 every month. But freaking for some odd reason they cut off the phone, but the Wi-Fi is still going.
They have a movie on here called Dragon Ball: The Magic Begins.
Huh?
Yeah, it looks cheesy as fuck. And they got a shot. They got a Fortnite battle spilled survive. What the fuck? Oh, it's a documentary on Fortnite. What the fuck? They have Pawn Stars on Tubi. Deal or No Deal with Howie Mandel. They have Counting Cars. I didn't know they had Counting Cars on here.
What is that?
Basically it's one of them car shows.
Oh, okay. I never heard of counting cars.
It's a good show. The guy does a lot of deals with he's crossed over with fucking Pawn Stars.
Yeah.
A couple of times.
Man, I feel old because I think like the last car show I seen was fucking the one with the rapper Pimp My Ride.
Oh no, there's also the Gas Monkey garage one.
Huh.
There's a lot of documentaries on a Diddy on here.
Just be careful with the baby oil.
No baby oil. as fucking Andre the Giant would say, no baby oil. They also have all the Terrifier movies on him.
Nice.
And there's a lot of... They've got Lake Placid, Final Chapter, Swamp Shark, Battle Dogs, Snake on a Train, Frankenfish, Mega Snake, Jurassic Shark, Python, Land Shark, Shark Attack 3, Zombies Have Fallen, Day Zero, Dead Rising, Watchmen, Zombie. Oh, it looks like a zombie fucking Taliban.
The one I find kind of neat, they had a. Have you ever seen or heard of a Korean zombie movie called Train to Bensai? Or Bensai, I don't know if I'm saying it right.
No, I have not.
What surprised me is on Toby they have the pre-eco movie, which is not a live action. It's animated in 3D with English subtitles.
They also have a Malibu Shark Attack on here too.
That sounds like a bad movie.
Basically, you ever heard of a goblin shark?
Yeah.
They ditch the regular great white. You know, usually the great white is the main villain for sharks. Well, instead of it being the great white, they ditch the great white and they use the goblin shark. as the sharks that attack. And what happens is that the beaches of Malibu get hit by a tsunami, which is triggered by an earthquake that releases release prehistoric sharks. Basically.
Ah, Mercer, I heard you from like a mile away.
Right?
I heard you before I entered my room. I'm like, that's Mercer's voice.
Yeah.
That is how loud, apparently, my audio is, I guess. I can hear your voice from my headphones outside my room.
Or I'm just a loud ass.
You are loud. Well, okay, look. Irving's the quietest one here out of the three of us. I am quiet, but when my voice generally does get loud. Like the amount of times people tell me to quiet down when I'm talking just because I get into a conversation and I don't realize I'm getting louder. Yeah. And then there's Irving's accent, which makes him quieter, or his way he talks, his voice makes him sound quieter. It's more muffled. He's got that muffled accent, so it's thick. That's why he sounds so quieter. He can't get any louder than that. Like whenever I've seen him mad, it's just like he doesn't get loud. Can't, I don't think. I do though. Oh, I get very. Not as loud as you, but I get loud. It's just I have a very loud voice. Or bassy. It's either I'm bassy voice, like a movie announcer voice, or I get hello voice. Yeah, I got very weird peaks.
Or Pokemon's need catching.
Yes.
There's a 1 minute to go.
Spinda! Oh, it's a wild Spinda. I wonder how much. I wonder what spot patterns are. It's got some on its ears, its eyes. It's what? It's that one. Okay. Every Spinda's different. Well, not every, but there's multiple different Spindas because they all have different patterns, and RNG is a factor for that. So you can get multiple Spindas be very vastly different looking, which is an interesting concept. So you can have no two Spindas the same unless you're very, 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 very lucky with RNG, which is probably rarer than a shiny. Imagine getting two of the same spotted Spindas shiny. God. That's like fucking 50 times that of a normal shiny. I'm fucking around, but that is a legit. What about Inuyasha?
It's on Tubi they have Inuyasha the movie one, affections touching across time, I think.
Yes, that is movie one. Yes, affections that transcend time. Correct.
And then Castle, sort of in.
Yes, the castle in the mirror, the castle in the mirror, and then there's the Swords of an Honorable Ruler, and then the fire on the Mystic Island. There's 4 Inuyasha movies.
And then I also came across the Dragon Ball movie that was live action called Dragon Ball: The Magic Begins.
There's multiple Dragon Ball movies. As long as it doesn't have evolution, you're fine. I have not seen the others though.
Oh, and they have the regular anime in sub on Tubi.
Sweet. Yeah.
And I think
They also have some anime on Tubi that's not on Crunchyroll.
They also have Inuyasha, not Inuyasha, Naruto.
I mean, yeah, if you can get into reading enough subs, you'll learn a lot more information on the animes that you love. It's harder to get into,
But,
trust me,
heads up,
but
sir,
it's there.
Some of the animes that you'll find on Tubi are like old school, like 80s, 90s, like late 90s obscure animes people don't really know about.
What the fuck is Naruto's spin-off, Rock Lee and his Ninja Pals?
Exactly what it sounds like. The stories with Rock Lee and everything. It's chibi Naruto. It's chibi-dized. Like, they are literally chibi. It's a literal spin-off show involving Rock Lee, and everyone's a chibi. So it's kind of like Daima, except where they're not kids, but they look like they're drawn like kids. Hence the name chibi. It's very stupid. Just as bad as the fucking Ninja War arc filler. Ugh. Look, people think Bleach's filler is bad. Naruto's longer. Let that sink in. I know Bleach is still ongoing, but it was on hiatus. Naruto is still ongoing. fucking Shippuden alone is longer than almost the whole fucking series, and a good portion of that is a fucking filler arc. Where they're in a fake tuning exam, and it is fucking god-awful. Yes, it is worse than Bount arc by a mile. And Bount arc, honestly, is not even that bad. It's just... the villain was awful. But, like, there's worse. I have not seen all of Bleach's arcs, but oh my god, Naruto's filler arcs. Like, there's the filler episodes where Naruto battles a mecha version of himself. Like, hello? Huh? To the point where he's advertised in one of the games. Literally. Like, why? Like, what the thing was, it's a filler, but the thing was made to capture the tail beast. Hence why they made it look like Naruto. Like, what the fuck? It was so dumb. And then, like, the whole, like, fucking 6 seasons of Naruto's first half of filler. 6 seasons of filler. Oh, I don't think Bleach is that bad. Dragon Ball is not even that bad. Dragon Ball's not even that bad at all with filler, and a lot of people think Dragon Ball's bad with filler. Dragon Ball's just has the 5-minute, I'm an hour-long episode till Namek explodes gimmick. Dragon Ball drags out fights for stupid reasons, but then there's anime like Naruto that drags out arcs, and I'm sure One Piece is doing it all the time, because I keep seeing people bitching about how they're waiting for certain fights to happen, and all it is just flashbacks and filler and bullshit, and I'm just like... yeah, that's what happens when you... that's why you don't watch episodes week to week. Especially series that are ongoing, over 1,000 episodes plus. I did that with Dragon Ball Super, and that's not even that long, and my god, was it a pain to wait. And when you had to watch an episode that was ass, such as the Jelita fight, which is Vegeta versus a jelly copy of himself, where he had to have a literal pacifier in his mouth? Yes, I'm not kidding. Yes, I'm not kidding. Irving, you remember that episode? Where Goku fought the frickin' gelatinous jelly version of Vegeta, and Vegeta, the real Vegeta, had to have a pacifier in his mouth to keep himself from disappearing?
Yeah.
Filler. Why? Like, it's 2 episodes, but those are one of those things where it's like, I had to wait a week for this. Now imagine that with like Naruto or One Piece, if you watch that week to week, where they have entire arcs of filler. Fuck that. That's why I'm glad I waited on that. Because I used to watch Naruto daily back in the day when it was Naruto. I remember fucking loving the shit out of Zabuza's fight and stuff like that. But like, those were the days where where Naruto was in its infancy and you're probably, like, expecting stupid shit. Now it's in its fucking heyday and it's gone through an entire change. Everyone's adults. Now it's like, or 16 at the case of the Shippuden era. It's like, why do we... this anime alone, this half of this anime alone is longer than the first half. Why do we need arcs within an arc? I get the manga has to catch up, but good lord, don't make it an entire fucking arc. That's the problem with waiting day to day, week to week. Super wasn't that bad because its manga is different. And there's people online wishing for a Daima Season 2. There was no Daima Season 1. That's a promotional anime, guys. It's done. Same with Super. Super's on hiatus permanently. Like, if it comes back, it comes back. But I don't think it's going to anime-wise. I could be wrong on that front. They would have done so by now. They would have fully done so by now. I know they were focusing Daima, but they have ample people making all this shit. They could have made both. But all their team was on Daima, which is why Daima looks so much better than Super. Because Super even now has its roughness to it, and it's hard. Like, I love Super, but the more I watch it, the less I like it. Like, it's because I'm that passionate about Dragon Ball that I love Super. But whatever the hell they're trying to do with it, and now they made Daima, which has nothing to do with either, because it connects right after Boo. And people are still trying to place it into the same time, when it's like, okay, it's just the same as Dragon Ball always was. Dragon Ball itself is divided into multiple timelines. You got the fucking, you got the timeline, the normal base timeline, which is our timeline, where Goku lives. Then you got the main timeline, yes, the main timeline, which is Future Trunks' timeline, where Goku dies of the virus. Then you got another timeline where the Cell that we know comes to the past to absorb 17 and 18 because the Trunks of his time killed them, and somehow he killed him. But the Trunks that came to the Dragon Ball timeline that we know that went back to kill the androids, killed them, then killed Cell that would have went, and then Krillin and Trunks killed the Cell that was being made in the lab. Like, there's already 3 timelines. Super introduced the 4th, and Diamond introduced the 5th. Is that hard to understand?
Yes.
I mean, it can be. It can be, but a lot of people are trying.
I just love it. It's hard to
Yes.
understand.
Yes.
Pause.
Well, it's because Mercer's not a Dragon Ball nerd like me. But there's-
I'm kind of a Dragon Ball nerd, but not as much.
But there's people who are trying. There's
nerd that Mercer is when it comes to Ichigo. If
Well,
you ask
Bleach,
Mercer,
yes.
Like, alright, Ichigo's dick is about this size. His balls weigh about this much. He has this many veins on his dick. He has this many pubes.
I mean, he does have a nice pubic hair region.
Here's the thing. I'm not even attracted to Ichigo that way. He's not even the character in the anime that I'm attracted
I don't even think he's handsome either. Be honest, I don't like. Well, to be fair, every manga has the issue where the creator's own art style makes everyone look the same. So unfortunately, to me, everyone's just Ichigo in that show or manga. Just fucking look at everyone's face. They all have Ichigo's like upper lip line. They have the face, the eyes. The only thing they don't have is his constant resting bitch face. Because Ichigo, of course, has the constant bitch face always.
It's rare to have, to me, like a manga creator where females are like kind of unique. Even what is it in One Piece? All the females kind of
Look like Nami. They look like Nami. Everyone is literally comparing all the females that are beautiful, at least all the gorgeous looking women in One Piece from pictures. They all literally look like Nami.
Like, the only style I could somewhat say there's 2 that come to mind for the most part, where the females are somewhat unique and different, and that's the guy who draws Yu Yu Hakusho. And
Right. Yes.
And the guy who did the redrawings of One Punch Man, the manga. So you know, he also did the manga to iShield 21, that one football anime. His drawings are extremely good, and he's really good at drawing his females.
Like Akira, a lot of his characters don't really look alike, but if you compare certain scenes, like there's a couple scenes where Goku looks just like Vegeta. Take away his hair, and he's got the same face.
Well, also look at the laziness of designing Bardock. He just basically copy and pasted Goku and put a scar in his cheek.
I mean, he did the same with Goten, just gave him longer clothes. And
Did he create Bardock, or was that with the
no, Akira did not. Not till later. Not till whatever rough draft he gave Toyo. No, it was the anime company Toei that made it. What happened was he fell in love with Bardock's story and the original Bardock story, so he added him to the manga by saying Frieza recognizes his face. That is it.
I was gonna say, cause like, I don't remember this correctly, but like, didn't like the first few Dragon Ball movies were made through the company, not through
all of the Dragon Ball, to my knowledge, every movie was filler except for starting with Battle of Gods. Battle of Gods was the first movie that Akira Toriyama did and wrote for, which is why Battle of Gods, Res F, Broly, and superheroes are all canon. Because he worked on them.
I remember they cut corners in the older movies, and they used clips from the
Anime. Oh yes. Well, you can pick out which arcs that they're in. Like if you watch the World's Strongest movie, it's the movie where they fight the giant brain and the robot. At the end of the movie, Goku's going Kaioken and spirit bombing him. And if you watch the very, 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 very spirit bomb that he uses on Vegeta, it does not look like a normal ball. It looks like an orb that breaks, and it looks like he gets shot through electricity. The exact same shit that happens to Vegeta. Like, it's literally the same spirit bomb scene. The only difference is there was no beam struggle. There was, kind of, but not much of one. Like, it just spirit bomb, dude gets blown up, boom, done. Hell, even Piccolo shoots a mouth blast at him, which is similar to what he does to the Cybermen. He also has a scene where he Dr. Wheelo's his name. He has a metal version of Cyberman, literally. Dark green Cyberman. Piccolo literally picks it up, punches it, throws it in the air, blasts it with his mouth. Same attack he does to the actual Cyberman. Like, yeah.
I'm gonna be right back. I gotta go use the bathroom.
Like, there's a lot of unfortunate. Even during the battle in the Tree of Might. The Tree of Might is literally just the Vegeta fight. Go watch it. How he dies? Spirit Bomb. How does Vegeta lose ultimately before he transforms? Spirit Bomb.
Question.
Hmm?
Tree of Might. That's when Turles was introduced.
Yes, that's Turles. That's where he eats the fucking stupid fruit thing. He's another bitch. You look like Goku, and you look like a Yoshi.
The fuck's a Yoshi?
It's a green fucking yes, Goku. I'm a green fucking dinosaur. Can I ride you? Urgh. So Piccolo, you were spat out with you were spat out of an egg, right? You reproduce asexually. You spat out of an egg, right? Are you a Yoshi? Yes, Goku. I'm a green fucking guy. That's so good. I don't know where that came from, but it's so fucking accurate. That and when they had because TFS also did like quick summaries of each season. There's a scene where Vegeta transforms. I think it's Vegeta or it's Gohan, and he does the Donkey Kong theme, and he has a barrel in his hand. Yes, yes. One of the two Saiyans transforms into the ape, and it does the or whatever the sound effect is, and it's got a barrel in his head. I'm like, oh, it's so fucking good. Because they did full seasons, and then they did like very quick abridged versions of their own abridged series. It's like a bridge in 5 seconds, where they do like each season repeat really quickly. It is so good.
It stopped after Cell, right?
Yeah, sadly, because they got told to stop by Toei a long time ago. The amount of effort they went through just getting their shit onto YouTube with not being able to get money off of it was just too much. Plus, they've been doing it for years. It was a passion project, and they got burnt. And what they wanted to do ultimately was Cell. I don't know if they planned to really do Boo, but they ultimately wanted to do Taka, specifically the one who does Cell, was the one specifically passionately for Dragon Ball Abridged when it came to him, and he wanted that. So. And then he went off and did his own thing while Laddie Pator did his own thing. Like Taka did freaking he did he did Hellsing Abridged, and then freaking Lanny did Yu Yu Hakusho Abridged. And then what's his face? I forgot the other. Lil Karibo did Naruto Abridged. I'm not David Bowie. Oh my god, it's David fucking Bowie! Naruto? That's Naruto. Sasuke, I challenge you to an emo off. I win, damn you, Sasuke's brother. This is so dumb.
So far, I've been Dragon Ball Abridged. I've only seen
Hellsing is good. Bitch, I eat people.
You need to fill up some goddamn DSL in here.
He and Vegeta are probably some of my favorite abridged characters. Bitch, I am the hype!
Really? Let's be power restraint level 1. Level what? Just the look on the motherfucker's face when Alex tries to power restraint level 1. What the fuck?
Yeah.
That was a 70-inch plasma flat screen TV. How may I help you? I watched too much Dragon Ball Hellsing Abridged. I can get word for word.
Yeah, same with me and Dragon Ball. And I could quote Dragon Ball, the series, almost word for word. I used to. I lost a lot of it. But I literally can recognize... I can tell you what scene a lot of that is. For Dragon Ball, abridged and normal. I've watched so much I burnt out my PS3 and 2 seasons of Dragon Ball Z. And these were the brick sets.
Oh,
My.
dirty work the shaft. Excuse me. I'm sorry. I like to talk dirty when someone is sucking my dick. I love fucking Alucard and that fucking in the bridge. He's such a fucking man-child. It's absolutely hilarious. No, he's just chillaxing in my room like a ball, and then some schmucks kicked in my door. They said, "Get on your knees," and I responded with, "I'm not your mother last night." They took a great exception to that. Oh, and you know how that little song and dance goes. Proceeds to kill everybody. And I killed all but one of them. What happened to the other one? Pussed out like a bitch! Hey guys, how's your health plan? Apparently it's great!
Oh.
You still there, Brett?
I am here. I'm sorry. I'm listening, and I don't have input because I haven't watched enough of that to really make any input.
Oh,
Hmm.
like, if there wasn't but I refuse to watch the actual anime.
To be fair, I think I've watched more abridged of Dragon Ball because of how short it is at this point.
Yeah. I don't know, I might watch some Dragon Ball Bridge tonight before I go to bed.
Yeah. Oh, banana. Oh, head. Excuse me, you guys.
I was slapping her thigh and she was being a smartass.
Ah. Look, if
Nothing dirty happened here.
look, if Tiffany was here, I can guarantee you I wouldn't be able to not keep my hands to myself. The only reason I don't is out of respect. If I knew she was wanting more and was like okay with just, you know, me casually touching her and then leading to whatever, I would, but because I love and actually fully respect that she's more of a person who would rather save herself for marriage, despite, you know, somehow it happening. But like, that's love, though. Somehow, like, I could tell that that's different compared to any other girl I slept with. Like, that doesn't happen. Like, I was going full well into this relationship thinking I would never get laid again. That's how much I love her. And at this point, I really don't care anymore. Like, I had enough. I just want to be with her. And look, I've realized. I also realized, like while I want it, I'm not the one who's like I over